So today's video is all about apple snails. So this video goes out to all my apple snail lovers out there. Ooh, there's this. That's Babette. Oh, you guys want to see Babette? Okay, let me reposition this so you guys can see her also. There we go. This is gonna be the new angle of today's video. So, like I was saying, today's video is all about apple snails, and let's get started. So, about 6 months ago, I bought 17 new apple snails. I already had apple snails. I've always had apple snails. Apple snails are kind of my thing. It's kind of like they're really in my heart. I've had them since like the beginning of this channel, except the bloodline that I was working with was kind of getting weak, like genetically speaking, so I really needed to incorporate a new bloodline in there, and I did want to continue my bloodline, so that's why I bought those guys. And then, you know, while I was shopping, you know, I found some really cool ones, like really awesome colors and variations, and I had to have those too. So it's been 6 months since that, and they're doing amazing. So this is them. So this is the grow out tank that I've been using for the snails pretty much. I mean, I do have fish in here, but like really tiny fish. Okay, well actually these 3 were runts from my last batch of goldfish fry. These guys should technically have been cold, like, you know, most runts get cold, but these guys were just super cute, and they have like nice body shapes and like really big eyes. Like their proportions were pretty well, and I held on to them. Yeah, here's the snails. They pretty much have already caught up with like my really big girl right here as far as like size goes. This is like her size in my hand. Like just her shell is pretty humongous and impressive. These guys are significantly bigger since the last you guys saw them. They have pretty much, I think, either at least tripled in size and maybe quadrupled. And they're really full of air. That's why they're like super bouncy. So yeah, they've definitely grown. So there's one of each color. So because I have so many in here together, they really need a lot of calcium. So instead of like dosing calcium all the time, I just have this whole cuttlebone in here like always, and they don't have any like eroding shells or anything, so far that has been enough. And I do catch them like munching on it sometimes, so they definitely like pick at it, so that's good. And there's some of these guys up here. Okay, so up here, this is like one of my ugliest tanks like that I own. Like honestly, I'm so embarrassed to even show you guys this tank. It's hideous. It has no background and it's a bare bottom. And then that corner filter looks disgusting and hideous. No matter how much I clean it and keep up with it, it always looks filthy. I mean, I guess that's good, you know, it's taking filth out of here, but yeah. Anyways, so I put the 4 goldies in here because I brought them inside for the winter. But they're gonna be going outside already because, you know, it's not winter anymore. So I'm gonna be moving the goldies and the turtles outdoors already. So there's 4 of them in here. They're also from my latest batch of fry. So here I have 2 of the wild type apple snails, and they've also grown like a lot. The other one is here behind the filter. He always hangs out on the filter. It's kind of funny. There he is. So here are both of them. Oh, I can feel her teeth in my finger. She's like eating my dead skin. It's a weird feeling, you guys. Let me help them down. Oops, that wasn't a very smooth landing. There you go, honey. Oh, you'd rather eat the dead skin off of my finger. Okay. And away they go. So the last time that I was doing a water change here, I actually discovered that they have already started to lay eggs. So these little clutches are all from these guys. I'm pretty sure this one is fertile and then these are just underdeveloped and no good. Okay, so here in this tank I have 3 apple snails and a bunch of mollies and 2 glowfish, and yeah, they also get along pretty well. They're a bit nippy at them, like they definitely kind of mess with them, but not like to the extent where they're like super stressed out and don't eat and like want to die. It's not bad. So yeah, these guys actually look super similar, like actually almost exactly like the other 2 up there. They're maybe a little bit more like an olive tone. They have like stripes here and red. Like they're really pretty pattern. They're really beautiful. They're actually the biggest out of all my snails. Well, except for this girl right here. She is definitely the queen. So yeah, there's 3 of them. Here's these 2 guys, and then the 3rd one is there. And they actually have not laid eggs, like at all, which is so weird. I'm thinking about joining them up with the other 2. I don't know, maybe something interesting will happen there. So that's all the snails in this tank. And down there I just have goldfish. Again, they're in here because I moved them inside because it was winter outside. But yeah, they're gonna be going outdoors like really soon, so they're only in here temporarily. And over here I have one more snail to show you guys, and there he is, like way down there. Let me try and fish him out. This is one of the blues. There was 4 originally and I showed you guys 3 already, and here's the 4th one. I placed them in here because I'm kind of conducting a little personal experiment. See, my big girls, I actually grew them out here. So, I mean, these tubs are pretty big and they're definitely not overstocked. So I feel like that's when they grew the most. That's why they got so humongous. And I'm kind of like putting that to the test. So I put one of the snails in here recently. He hasn't really been in here that long, so I don't have any like results to share with you guys yet. So I want to see if he'll grow like bigger than the others because he has a lot more room. So that's why I have him over here. So I'll definitely let you guys know how that goes. So yeah, here's this guy here. Let me go ahead and place him back down, and he is eating my hand. He's actually eating my hand right now, and oh my god, that tickles. Oh god, I don't want to squish him. How do I get him off with one hand? See, I'm holding the camera with the other hand, and then this is not really an easy thing to do with one hand, and he's like tickling me. There we go. So if you guys saw that unboxing video, you probably remembered that I mentioned that the Mayan apple snails are actually very hard to ship. They don't really do well and they don't really adapt. So here's the proof that that is 100% true. Yeah, I keep my apple snail shells like from dead snails. I think I've mentioned here in this channel before that I collect weird things. I have a oddities collection. I like to collect like dead animals and stuff. So apple snail shells are no exception to that. So yeah, I do keep my dead apple snails shells because I'm weird like that. Because being weird is cool. Okay, so yeah. What are you? Don't eat that. This is another one. I was gonna get to this, but let me just put it somewhere else where she can't really get to it, like really close to the edge of the table. Nope, she's still reach it. Wow. Her net game is strong. So here's what happened. This one never opened, ever. This is the size they were. So this one never recovered from being shipped. It never opened up. It never came out of the shell or ate or anything. Like after that unboxing video, this one was just always floating like in the top of the tank. He just never recovered. This one died out of nowhere. Like sometimes snails do that. Like snails are so unpredictable. Sometimes you can do everything right. You can have the right water parameters, the right aquarium set up, and feed them the right food, and somehow they will still fail. Like some snails just die for no reason, like really for no reason. It did good for like 4 months, and then out of nowhere it died. Like I honestly cannot find a logical explanation for it. And this one is the most recent death, and the death is actually pretty clear. As you can see, it died because of a really bad fall. So yeah, sometimes even if you have a lid in the aquarium, they still manage to find a way out. And you know, this was unfortunate. I don't even think this was repairable. Like I've shown you guys in the past how I fixed cracked apple snail shells, but this guy was just not doing well. I think this guy just got a lot of internal damage. He died like that same day after the fall, so he wouldn't have resisted getting his shell patched up. And then this is the most heartbreaking of all my losses. This is one of my big girls. Like you guys, when I found her dead, like that broke my heart. I may seem okay now, but trust me, like this hurt. Yeah, at least I'll always remember her by keeping her shell. And it's kind of weird, like I know who this belongs to. I saw like the animal like alive, and now it's just like a shell. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's a weird feeling. But at the same time, like I feel like I'll always remember her now, like physically and mentally. So yeah, this is her. So these are all the losses that I've had, but all the other ones are doing great. I hope it stays that way. And I'm really excited about the eggs. In the past, a lot of you guys have been curious about how I incubate my apple snail eggs, and yeah, there's like that, like that's just like a whole nother video. Like if I talk about it right now, this video is gonna be like an hour long, and we don't want that. Well, you guys probably won't mind. Ow, there's hair in my eye. Ow. Nope, not hair. What is that? Ow, it's moving my contact. Ow. What just happened? Ow, ow. Somebody blow on my eye. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Great, now I'm tearing up. And this eyeliner is not waterproof. Okay, now my makeup is like all smudging. Let's just stop here, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Have a good day or a good night, and relip. Oh, she just pooped. I can smell it. Bye.